everyone, and thank you for tuning into The Wave. I'm Mariana, a senior here at MTSU.
And I'm Emma, a sophomore. We're going to be your hosts for tonight's episode.
Each week we highlight a new MTSU artist here on The Wave and have them on as a guest. Let's take a look at who will be on tonight's episode.
It's your friend Georgia Brown, and I love you so much, and I'm so excited to get to share a little bit of my heart with you today. Woohoo! I remember when I drove from Arkansas to Tennessee, and it was a 9.5-hour drive, and I remember when we were crossing the bridge in Memphis, I was like, Lord, I just want to be the best version of myself that I can be. And he was like, well, Georgia, why don't you come and get to know me? And so I opened my Bible, and I've never been the same since. As a Christian, I want my music to reflect him because I am his creation, and creation is supposed to reflect the Creator. And I just want to tell people how loved they are and how special they are. And I hope to do that through a 3.5-minute song that can just totally be an outpouring of his love for them. As my heart has just grown, I've just loved to sing and to talk, and I love the color yellow, and I love going on long walks and just having fun and enjoying today. I just want to allow myself to see what's right in front of me. And if that's a pretty tree on campus, or if that's saying hello to the student sitting next to me, it's just that next yes. And if that's, writing a hard song that you really don't want to write about, but it's what you need to do, it's just stepping into those things that if you didn't have the foundation that, with your sweet family or the tough things that you had to go through, you wouldn't be the person you are today. Oh, yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy, oh my.
I can't wait to have her here on the show in a few to talk about her music. But first, we're going to keep you up to date on some local music news.
The 2020 CMT Awards made a new addition to their long list of award categories by adding the CMT Equal Pay Award. Former Sugarland member Jennifer Nettles received the honor on the show last week. The fight for equal pay for women in country music is ongoing, and this is just a small step in the right direction. Way to go, CMT.
Nashville artist Sturgill Simpson has released a surprise bluegrass album entitled Cuttin' Grass. This album takes a large leap from his usual sound and was the last recorded album in the late John Prine's Butcher Shop studio right before it closed for good.
One of Nashville's coziest music spots, The Basement, has begun to host outdoor shows. Fans of Jeremy Ivy will be able to enjoy a night of live music as the venue debuted with the release of Ivy's new album, Waiting Out the Storm.
Now for the biggest news of the night, former MTSU student Julia Cooper had her debut on NBC's The Voice on October 19th, landing herself on Team John Legend. Be sure to check out her upcoming battle rounds. We're rooting for you, Julia.
We'll be right back with Georgia Brown after this break.
As promised, we're here with Georgia Brown.
Hey,
Hello.
welcome to the show.
Hi, friends.
We're happy to have you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored to be here with you guys.
Oh, love it.
We're gonna get right to it. Might as well, right?
Yeah.
So have you always wanted to do Christian music?
The answer to that is no. I genuinely just wanted to spread positive messages, and I called myself a Christian. I went to church, but truly when I came to college, I actually started opening my Bible, and I was like, I should probably read this thing and know what it says. And then I just fell in love with Jesus, and I had to write about it. Your words are an overflow of your heart, and so then I just started writing melodies that reflected him.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love
You're
that.
just a ray of sunshine.
I know. I
love
love it. The
y'all.
positivity you brought to the studio
Yes.
tonight is amazing. But I might have stalked your YouTube, and I saw that you were doing a new series called Stairwell Sessions. You want to tell us about it?
Oh, girl, I got to tell you all about it. So this actually started here at MTSU, which I'm just so thankful for.
that.
My freshman year, me and my roommate were walking up the stairs, and I just heard the acoustics in Cummings Hall, and I was like, we should totally sing in here. And she was like, are you sure about that? And I was like, well, it sounds really cool. And so we did, and we just played around. And then I was like, we should record it and just put it on Instagram. And then people were like asking for more songs and different song
That's
requests. And as we
amazing.
moved to dorms, it just kind of grew. And I met some of my best friends, and we just started playing together. And it's just been so fun.
They
That's
really do have the
awesome.
best acoustics.
I was about to
Like,
say,
I
they have
really
the
ride.
best.
We're
Yes.
really blessed.
How would you say your music has evolved like throughout the year, or within the year, I guess I should say?
Yes, my music and I have grown a lot in the year. And I truly, as I grow, my music's gonna grow with me. We just change in every season, and that will just be reflected in the songs that we sing too. And so I definitely think my heart has deepened and just grown, and like an ocean, you just go deeper and deeper and deeper. But it's still, you know, that same water, it's still me, but I just love that there's different sides of my heart, and it's just really fun.
Yeah, that metaphor was everything. Oh my gosh. I heard you talking, I was like, how did she do that? But I noticed that you don't just make music to spread your message and get people to come to God. You also have a podcast.
I do.
Do you want to also
I
tell us
wanna
about
know
your
all about the
podcast?
podcast.
Oh my goodness. Well, I honestly didn't see that coming. I have an amazing team behind me that just helps me and just kind of loves me and encourages me in the direction that they see God kind of leading me. And one day they're like, Georgia, you should start a podcast. And literally the next words that came out of my mouth were, okay, well, it's going to be called Faith and Friends. Like literally the next sentence.
so
And I had no thought. It just,
Came out.
that's what came out of my
and
mouth.
it was perfect.
And it's perfect because truly, I just want to encourage my friends in their faith. And
Yes.
so it's been so fun. Every episode is just a different conversation with a friend about different topics and just a conversation that just needs to happen, and just honestly.
Yeah.
Just honest conversations. And so it'll be a year in December that we launched
Wow.
it. And
That's
it has
exciting.
been so fun. I've made so many friends.
That's awesome.
That's
I saw
the
you're in
best part
what,
of
like
it.
season 2 of it is what
Yes,
it is? How many
season
episodes
2.
do you have out right now?
We have 25.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
So it's a
amazing.
listen for sure. I love podcasts. I'll definitely listen.
It's on
Are you
Apple,
rolling in your
Spotify,
car?
all the things, Google, Amazon,
Also, all the platforms.
all the platforms.
Yes.
Do you have any upcoming projects besides your podcast, besides Stairwell
I
South?
do actually.
Tell us all about it.
Yay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I haven't even like shared it on social media. So this is like the wave insight here, okay?
Oh, we're excited.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
so
do all
excited.
this.
So fun. Me and my friends have been working on a Christmas EP.
Stop.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I love
I
that.
don't even have words because I just love
No,
Christmas.
seriously. That's so exciting.
Christmas is the best. And there's actually an original Christmas song on there too, which I didn't ever think I could write a Christmas song, but I did, and it's about Jesus, and it's fun. And so put all those together, and it's called Snow, and so that will be released
Aw.
mid-November, so you can be
Okay.
in the Christmas spirit, and it's gonna be super fun.
That's so exciting. I'm so excited to hear it.
Oh,
Wow, the
thank
Christmas
you.
vibes, amazing.
Oh.
But what called you to music?
Wow, that's a beautiful question. I grew up with a musical family, just going to
Okay.
church and all the things. My mom was involved and my dad was involved with the music. And so I just had always been around it. And honestly, my mama said that I was just a little crazy as a little 5-year-old. And she said, Georgia needs something to do. So she found a piano teacher and was like, can you please give her piano lessons? And she said, well, we don't start piano lessons till 6, when you can start to read and all the things. And she was like, no, like she's driving me crazy. Start it now. And she did. So I've been playing piano since I was 5, and that really started my music growing. And then I realized, oh, you can sing and do this at the same time. And then one thing after another, I just started writing, and it's just a part of who I am. It's an extension and an expression of how I can
Yes,
just
of course.
be myself, and it's so fun.
I love
Oh,
hearing
yeah.
how people like get into music because it really is like unique and special, and everyone is different.
Yeah.
So
Oh, for sure.
I love that.
Such a great question.
Thank you.
How has it been like being so close to Nashville and like obviously MTSU? Like, have you met a lot of people, made good connections?
Oh yeah, MTSU is the best. I just love this school. I had never moved in my life, and then I went from Arkansas, 9.5 hours
Oh,
away.
so a haul.
Yes, a long journey. Let me tell you, you can't just go to mom and dad's for the weekend.
No.
It's Thanksgiving and Christmas. But when you're at a place like MTSU, you don't want to leave. You're
Yeah.
so close to Nashville, and it's just become home. And I love it. I'll probably be in Tennessee for the rest of my life if that's where God needs me. But I love Music Row. I love being so close to Nashville, all the connections. every year up until this year, you know, with all
Yes.
the everything, we were able to go to the Americana Awards every year. I literally got to see Thomas Rhett last year pray.
Oh.
Oh.
And it was just like one of the most beautiful moments of my life. So MTSU has created such an amazing atmosphere for their students, and the professors are awesome. And I've
Right.
just had an amazing experience to be myself and to grow. And that's what
yes.
college is about. And so
Yes.
I'm just so grateful, and I can't believe it's my final like Mario Kart victory lap. Oh, it's
Go
just
with the bang.
flown by.
Yeah.
Where can we find your socials?
Ooh, well, you can
That's a
find me
real
at-
question.
Yes, I love Instagram and all the things. Instagram, it's I am Georgia Brown, and then the podcast is on Amazon, all those things, and it's called Faith and Friends, and then YouTube at Georgia Brown Music.
Yay.
Awesome.
Well,
We'll
thank
be
you
sure to
so
check you
much.
out. Thank you so much for coming on the
Thank you,
show.
guys.
And we'll be right back right after this break.
What was it like to see the lion and the lamb lying side by side? Dear Eve, how did it feel when pain and tears, death and fear were not even real? You know the apple in that garden didn't fall far from that tree. And if it had not been you, it would have been me. Dear Eve, we're quite alike, both in need of mercy, both deceived by lies. Dear Eve, how did it taste? Was it bitter? Did it send you to your knees to beg for grace? You know the apple in that garden didn't fall far from that tree. And if it had not been you, it would have been me. Dear Eve, why did you hide? Was shame and guilt worth the cost to satisfy your pride? Dear Eve, what was it like to see the lion and the lamb lying side by side? You know the apple in that garden didn't fall far from that tree. And if it had not been you, it would have been me. You know the apple in that garden didn't fall far from that tree. And if it had not been you, it would have been me. Dear Eve, dear Eve, dear Eve.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of The Wave. Be sure to check us out on Instagram and check out Georgia's music on our Spotify playlist. See you next week.